Hey guys, hey everybody, come through. Everybody hit that like button, please, and thank you. Give me 1 sec as I'm getting things set up and letting the people know we're alive. All right, sorry guys, I'm just getting everything situating. Let me let the people know that we are live. Welcome everybody. Welcome. So we're starting right here because we got this like press conference for the mayor, and we are then going to go over this new lawsuit that was filed on Diddy by somebody pretty well known, believe it or not, who is also an inmate. Lord have mercy, all these lawsuits coming through. Everybody, we are live. If you're on Discord, please tag the people, let the people know. Wake up, Wim, wake up, everybody. Let them know we're live. We're live, we're live, we're live. And hit the like button, please, and thank you. And now I got to shout out some people while we're waiting.
All right, we'll start the at Eric Adams press conference in about 2 minutes.
Here we go.
No questions, and we'll give presentment information when it's available. Thank you.
Okay. While we're waiting for them to get started, let me see which tab I have open here.
Is that okay for you guys?
Holy moly, we got some stuff going on. Okay. Let me shout out some people. I want to shout out Sushi Jezebel, who I forgot to shout out yesterday for being a member. Love, if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Sorry, I had to pause over there on the other screen. Thank you, Sushi Jezebel, for being a member for 11 months. I also want to shout out another person in the chat who just became a member of our channel, which is NY Mom Adrian. Welcome, love. Shout out to you. Everybody come through, guys. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Welcome. I got people cutting the grass outside, so I apologize. Hopefully nobody hears that, but I hear it and it's driving me crazy. Ooh, we look at all those undisclosed travel benefits. Welcome everybody. Wakey wakey. Good morning, Wim. Wim is awake. Yay. Welcome. Let me shout out another creator here on YouTube, one of my good friends over here by the name of Danny Robertson. You guys make sure you go check out her channel. If a mod can please drop the link in the chat of Danny Robertson, that'd be amazing. Please and thank you. While we wait for Eric Adams, we also have, for those that don't know, we got another lawsuit. Another one. Where's my, by the way, I got to show you guys what I did. I told you guys I was going to get this little sound bite right here, right here.
Another one, another one, another one, another one.
Every time we got a little lawsuit going on, we got to name this.
Another one, another one, another one, another one.
Somebody says that Diddy's got another lawsuit. Here it is.
Another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one, another one.
That's what's going to be our sound bite. While we wait for this press conference to start, let me see y'all. Here we go. I think they're about to get started now. For those that are wondering, yes, we have another lawsuit. For those coming through, yes, we do.
Another one, another one, another one.
That's going to be the signature. Every time we hear Diddy's got a lawsuit, it's going to be
another one, another one, another one, another one.
That's right. We're going to play that over and over until y'all get annoyed with me. All these people got to do the little photo ops. Can y'all just do the press conference already? You notice they're like government officials modeling for us. Get it together. And then you got everybody. We get it. Can we get this press conference going already, please? And thank you. I am so impatient when it comes to this. I feel like they're taking pictures of the elite for a minute. Like, pose. Hurry up. You don't hear it? Okay, hold up. Because I hear it. Do you guys hear it now? No sound. Okay. You guys hear it now? Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Hold up. Let's see. Do you hear it now? You guys hear it? Nope. Okay. Let me see if I can fix it real quick. Very low? Okay. I hear it. Y'all don't hear it? Okay. Do you hear it now? Let me know. Still no sound, no audio? Still nothing. Okay. You hear nothing. Nothing. I hear everything. Y'all hear nothing. Okay. Let me try something. I'm gonna try to go back in and out. Maybe it's my sound. 1 second, okay? I think it's me. Give me 1 sec. All right, let's try this one more time. It could be me as well. Hopefully, can you guys hear me at the very least? Let me know. Lord have mercy.
A corporation, or a wealthy New Yorker who has already contributed the maximum amount allowed.
Oh
And as we
Lord.
allege, Adams circumvented all of these laws, taking contributions from exactly the sources the law prohibits.
Can you guys hear me? My computer froze, by the way. Yeah, it completely froze. I wonder if it's crashing. Damn it.
All to benefit his mayoral campaigns. Now, Adams
You
also
can hear it.
personally
Yes,
benefited
sound.
from the illegal
Okay.
conduct alleged in the indictment. Adams solicited and accepted over $100,000 in luxury travel benefits for years from wealthy Turkish business people and at least one Turkish government official seeking to gain influence over him. Adams started accepting undisclosed luxury travel benefits at least as early as 2016. He took these benefits nearly every year through 2021. Here are some of the benefits that we uncovered during our investigation. In 2016, Adams flew to India through Turkey and received 2 free round-trip upgrades for business class seats. That's the highest class on Turkey's national airline.
Oh wow.
Those upgrades were worth more than $12,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2017, Adams accepted free business class tickets for himself and his travel companions to France, Turkey, and China. And he was put up in the Bentley Suite in the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul. All of that was worth more than $41,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed.
Oh shit.
Also in 2017, he flew to China, again, through Turkey, and accepted 2 free business class tickets for himself and a companion. Those were worth more than $16,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2018, he flew to Hungary through Turkey and accepted free upgrades for business class seats. Those were worth more than $12,000, and none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2019, he flew to Turkey and accepted a free upgrade to business class for his companion and a free stay in a lavish suite at the St. Regis Hotel in Istanbul. That was worth more than $9,000. And again, none of it was publicly disclosed. In 2021, Adams solicited business class tickets to Istanbul, stays at luxury hotels and resorts, yacht tours, and meals. As we allege, he asked to pay a nominal fee for all of this in order to disguise what we allege were in fact bribes. He canceled that trip at the very last minute, but the benefits that he solicited were worth more than $21,000.
Oh, shit.
And later in 2021, Adams flew to Ghana, again, through Turkey, and accepted free business class ticket upgrades and other gifts while he was on a layover in Istanbul. Those benefits were worth more than $12,000. And just like all the other benefits I've just run through, none of it was publicly disclosed. Now, I want to be clear. These upgrades and freebies were not part of some frequent flyer or loyalty program available to the general public. As we allege, this was a multi-year scheme to buy favor with a single New York City politician on the rise,
Oh, man.
Eric Adams. Now, this is a chart with all of the undisclosed travel benefits that we uncovered during the investigation. We just listed all out here. You see the year, 2016, 2017, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2021. The destination, India all the way to Ghana. The benefits, the free upgrades or free tickets altogether, the hotel stays, and the value. And if you just sum up all the dollar amounts here, you get to more than $100,000. And of course, as I said before, every single trip that we list here was undisclosed. As we allege in the indictment, in addition to not disclosing these benefits, Adams sometimes created fake paper trails to try to cover up the travel benefits he solicited and received. Let me give you one example. Adams wrote emails to his staff suggesting he paid for his 2017 business class flights on the Turkish airline when, as we allege, he did not. Those flights were worth a lot of money. Just one ticket alone cost more than $10,000. But months after taking the flights, Adams wrote an email to a staff member and told the staff member that he had left cash in her desk drawer and that she should send the money to the Turkish airline to pay for a trip he had already taken. As the indictment makes clear, that's just a clumsy cover-up. Now, just because Adams received benefits for free, that doesn't mean that there weren't strings attached. As we allege, a particular Turkish government official behind many of the benefits Adams sought and accepted gave Adams all these things to gain influence over him. We allege that Adams knew that and took the benefits anyway. We allege that when the Turkish government official needed him, Adams also took corrupt official action in exchange for some of the luxury travel benefits. In 2021, the Turkish government official was trying to open a brand new high-rise building in Manhattan that would house Turkey's consulate. There was significant time pressure because the Turkish official desperately needed the building to be open in time for a visit from Turkey's president. This building was important to the Turkish official, and it was important to Turkey. But the FDNY's fire safety professionals wouldn't let the building open because the building hadn't passed an inspection. And not just that, some of the people at the FDNY thought the building had so many issues and defects that the building was not safe to occupy. So the Turkish official sent word to Adams that it was, quote, his turn, unquote, to support Turkey. And as we allege, Adams delivered and pressured the fire department to let the building open. The FDNY professionals were convinced that they would lose their jobs if they didn't back down. And so they did. They got out of the way and let the building open. The Turkish official got what he wanted. And as we explained in the indictment, just 4 days after Adams held up his end of the bargain, he went right back to soliciting more travel benefits from the Turkish airline. Now, I want to make 3 things crystal clear. First, the conduct alleged in the indictment, the foreign money, the corporate money, the bribery, the years of concealment is a grave breach of the public's trust.
Oh, man.
Public office is a privilege. We allege that Mayor Adams abused that privilege and broke the law. Laws that are designed to ensure that officials like him serve the people, not the highest bidder, not a foreign bidder, and certainly not a foreign power. These are bright red lines. and we allege that the mayor crossed them again and again for years. That is the only reason we are here today. Second, this investigation continues. We continue to dig, and we will hold more people accountable. And I encourage anyone with information to come forward and to do so before it is too late. And third, the Southern District of New York remains committed to rooting out corruption without fear or favor and without regard to partisan politics. We are not focused on the right or the left. We are focused only on right and wrong.
Bullshit.
That is our duty, and we will fulfill it.
No. Anyways.
Now, today's charges are the product of a tremendous partnership. I want to thank our partners at FBI and the New York City Department of Investigation who have been with us every step of the way. And finally, I want to commend the outstanding career prosecutors from SDNY who are handling this case. Celia Cohen, Andrew Rohrbach, Hagen Scotton, and Derek Wickstrom, and the chiefs of the Public Corruption Unit, Laura Pomerantz and Robert Sobelman. It's now my pleasure to turn the podium over to FBI Assistant Director in Charge, James Dennehy.
Good morning, and thank you for being here today. The indictment of a sitting mayor is not just another headline. It is a stinging reminder that no one is above the law or beyond reproach. And it serves as a sobering moment for all of us who place our trust in elected officials. Today's indictment sends a powerful message to every elected official in this country. Public service is a profound responsibility and should be a noble calling. When that's perverted by greed and dishonesty, it robs us of our trust. It's a pact between leaders and their communities, built on the pillars of trust, accountability, and transparency. When that pact is broken, the consequences ripple far beyond one office or one election cycle. We know not all leaders are corrupt. We know there are countless public servants who wake up every day with the intention of doing right by their constituents. But we cannot ignore the shadow cast by moments like this. When trust is eroded, it takes years, sometimes decades, to rebuild. The weight of today's actions falls not just on the indicted official, but on every other public official who must now work harder to earn the public's confidence in them. It's important to remember accountability isn't just about punishing those with alleged wrongdoings. It's about lifting the communities they've let down. It's about rebuilding, restoring, and reimagining what public servants can and should do. It's up to us to demand more from our leaders, to hold them to the highest standards, and to remind them that the power of public office should never be abused. While some may be disappointed today, let me encourage you not to be defeated.
Oh my
The
goodness.
strength of our communities, our faith in one another, and our collective resilience are far greater than the alleged failings of any one individual. In closing, I'd like to thank the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, Damian Williams, and his office, Commissioner Jocelyn Strauber, and the New York City Department of Investigation and her team, as well as my team, the Public Corruption Squad here at FBI New York. Thank you.
I know. What's going on in New York? What's
I'd like
going
to
on?
welcome up Commissioner Jocelyn Strauber from the New York City Department of Investigation.
Thank you, Damian. Good morning. Today, for the first time in New York City's modern history, we announce criminal charges against the sitting mayor of New York City. As our highest elected official, the mayor should set the standard for all of city government and exemplify the integrity, transparency, and dedication to serving the public that all New Yorkers deserve. Instead, the indictment unsealed today alleges that Mayor Adams abused his power and position for nearly a decade as Brooklyn Borough President and as mayor to enrich himself and his mayoral campaigns. As charged, he sought and received illegal campaign contributions, luxury travel, and other personal benefits from foreign nationals, as well as individuals and businesses. He allegedly took steps to conceal those illegal contributions and personal benefits and involved city employees and campaign staff in that concealment. As the indictment explains, this kind of corruption has real costs to the city and to the public. As alleged, the mayor's 2021 campaign falsely certified compliance with campaign finance laws in order to conceal those illegal campaign contributions, and as a result of those false certifications, received over $10 million in public matching funds. The mayor's alleged acceptance and concealment of illegal contributions and personal benefits gave overseas benefactors, wealthy individuals, and businesses undue influence over the mayor, influence that federal and local laws seek to prevent. And as charged, in exchange for certain personal benefits, the mayor pressured the New York City Fire Department to forego a required fire safety inspection before the opening of the new Turkish consulate building. As the city's Inspector General, the Department of Investigation, a city agency, conducts its investigations confidentially and wholly independent of City Hall. We handled this investigation as we would any other, following the facts and seeking to hold wrongdoers accountable, no matter their role or title. Our unique access to city records and expertise in matters of city government make us a critical partner in the fight to root out corruption, working closely with our law enforcement colleagues at the FBI and the U.S. Attorney's Office. If you have information about this case or about illegal conduct by any New York City official or employee,
I cannot.
I encourage you to contact DOI by email at tipline@doi.nyc.gov or by phone at 212-825-2828. I want to thank the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Southern District of New York and the FBI for their partnership on this investigation. And I want to recognize and thank the dedicated, hardworking DOI investigators who are handling this matter. Senior Inspector General Eleanor Rivkin.
Somebody
Inspector
pick up the
General
phone.
Audrey Feldman, Deputy Inspectors General Arturo Sanchez and Trenton Sweeney, and their supervisors, Deputy Commissioners Christopher Ryan and Dominic Sorella.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you.
I love how
Thank
they
you, everyone.
thank themselves for doing such a great job.
Adams has said he's not going to resign. He said that this is a witch hunt because.
Like that. Oh, I cannot. I love how they thank themselves for doing such a wonderful job in their investigation. Let me say something to you guys. I worked in government for 10 years. I used to travel a lot with the taxpayer money. And let me tell you, whether I was driving or I was flying, you better believe that I was reporting every little dollar. Listen, if I didn't get a receipt, I wasn't buying it. Everything, all my per diem meals, I made sure I went to the website. I had to check, make sure, because you know, one thing I was not going to do is be fired by the government or any kind of job because I couldn't figure out my receipts. And let me tell you, how fucking dare you that you let this happen for so long just to build your case now, knowing that this has been happening for how long at this point, and y'all can't account for the money? Don't we? Isn't it like every fiscal year you're supposed to turn in your receipts? But then again, I'm not a mayor. But let me just tell you, that's how it was in the agency that I worked for. I remember I had to fly to DC and I was, hey, I don't care about First of all, why the fuck would anybody be in government fly first class? How's that work? How's that work exactly? How do you fly first class? How's that happen? I don't get that. And then not only that, who in your financial offices allow that to happen? Who said it was okay? Because if you're a civil servant, if you're working in government, you're supposed to get approval for these things, whether you're the mayor or the janitor cleaning the building. So how does that happen? I just want to know. I want to know, because this is weird to me. Who allowed it? Who happened? What happened? Right, you're supposed to be for we the people. But you guys knew this, and then you want to give a press conference thanking each other. I want to thank the DOJ, the ABC, all these. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? Like, we're not stupid. What are you talking about? You want to thank yourselves for doing your job because there was a red flag in your accounting department about the monies? Let me know. Rabbit said, I don't give a damn if it was a piece of beef jerky. It was going to be, oh, yes, it was. Every little receipt. I'm not joking. Because first of all, I want to get reimbursed for whatever I put in. And I used to drive a lot. All my little mileage, every single mile. I had the odometer on. I said, if I'm driving, if I rented a car, if I went to a hotel, I made sure that I stayed within the bounds, because one thing I was not going to do is be fired. The thing is when a public servant is fired, that is of public information. If somebody's calling, or if there's a lawsuit, or if you did something, I've seen way too many people go down for that shit. And that's one thing that I was not going to do. You were not going to call me a thief while working in government. If even whatever it was, if it was a beef jerky or a meal that I had, I stayed within my bounds. I knew what it was okay or not okay to do. So it's just crazy to me. How does that happen? 8 years. So will you guys just sit on your asses waiting? Well, we'll do something this year. We'll do something next year. We will potentially do something some other time. I mean, you guys are like, were you guys waiting for something bigger if you knew this was happening? I don't get it. It's just like at the detriment and at the expense of who exactly? I don't know, y'all. That's just my thought. Those are my thoughts on that. So I find it so interesting that here we are thanking each other for doing such a great job in an investigation that should have probably already been like done. I'm confused. Let me go to his statement, because he's gonna make this like plea of I didn't do anything wrong.
This is a city that is extremely resilient. This is a city that we have gone through some difficult and hard times, and we're going to continue to move forward as a city. And that's what that's shown.
Let me know if you guys can see me, because my computer froze.
Missing 10 months ago when my phones were removed, we have not gone backwards. We have. Can
y'all see me? Let me know. It looks like my computer froze. Okay, here it is. I see me.
We showed how we operate during difficult times. And when you say who's the point person that's going to deal with business communities, who's going to deal with the business of running the city, the point person is Eric Adams. I'm the mayor of the city of New York. And I have a competent team, of deputy mayors, a competent team of people who are going to continue to lead forward. And we're excited about that. Okay, go ahead, Katie. Yeah.
Say this is retaliation for speaking out against the migrant crisis, but according to the indictment, it dates back to your 2021 campaign, the name of co-conspirator. You said you deleted messages from. I mean, the allegations seem to go in line with what we've been reporting for at least a year, almost a year. What do you say to that? I mean, you said you traveled to these countries. Do you deny that you took any kickbacks from these countries? Do you deny that you intervened on behalf of? What is your question?
Yeah, that's elaborate. That's elaborate question.
What's my bias? Alexis says, you saying BS on political stuff shows you right. What did I say politically? You guys vote for whoever you want to vote for. Okay. But what I'm going to tell you is I'm not believing the internet. I'm not going to allow the internet to tell me who to vote for. I'm going to vote for the person that I feel like is the right person based on the research that I've done. So you tell me put the bias that I put in here, because I worked in government and I know what it's like to work as a civil servant for 10 years. Tell me what the bias is. I'm not telling you who to vote for. I'm letting you know that a lot of this BS is crazy to me, that you have these people that sit in an office for 8 years and watch the mayor not be able to account for the expenses that he has done with the people's money. So tell me, where's my bias? If you're going to call me biased, put it in the chat so then I can address it. At the very least, Alexis, at the very least.
Information being leaked. Now,
Lord have
unclear who or whether or not that can be tied
Hold
back
up.
to the.
I think to start,
I'm trying to get up to
the
point.
business of the city has been greatly impacted, I would say. I mean, just over the last couple of weeks, we've seen major figures in the administration resign because of various federal investigations. Separate from what seems to, the focus of today's indictment, the school's chancellor resigned. The New York City Police Commissioner resigned.
Everybody's
the mayor's
resigning.
chief lawyer resigned sort of late on a Saturday night. Those all have to do with separate probes into potential wrongdoing at City Hall. And I think having chaos at the top of these agencies, it's very hard to get things done for really all the public servants who are just trying to do the business of the city on any given day. So I think the impact is great, and we're going to be seeing sort of the fallout of that as the days go on. And so, sorry, what was the other question you asked?
Well, that's exactly it. The business of the city. So considering everything you've just laid out, where is the pressure for him to step
Exactly.
down? He says he's
That's
completely
right.
innocent
Okay.
and there's no need to.
Well, I think the press conference we saw is actually very interesting. The pressure to step down, and really largely the criticism to date has come from a lot of the mayor's typical political foes. It comes from more of the left wing of the Democratic Party here. You saw AOC calling the mayor to resign yesterday, and really a lot of the sort of prominent figures.
No, but see, you got to put it in there. No beef peeps. Just feel like grab it a lot. No, I want you to tell me where I'm being biased. Honestly, I really want to know, because you can't put out here that someone's being biased without giving them. We'll give them the feedback. Come on now. I'm not running. I'm here live. You are not being blocked. I want to know. You call somebody biased, put it in there. I'm calling you to the carpet. And let me tell you, in my chat, you publicly chatting, you will get called out in the public if you're saying something that I'm trying to understand. I want to seek to understand. I'm not hiding. I'm not, the mayor. I'm not these politicians. I'm over here wondering why the people that are giving their announcements, doing their little photos, why it has taken them this long. And the people should be pissed off about that. Yo, why? There's no excuse. There is no excuse whatsoever. Bring the receipts. Why did it take you 8 years to figure this out? Why did it take you 8 years to call Eric Adams out? Why? That's what I want to know. How does asking the questions and asking the right questions make me biased? No, it makes me want to understand what happened, because I worked in government and I know how this shit works. Okay? So it just doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But if y'all can call it out in the chat, let me know, Rabbit, you're not being nice to Eric Adams because this is his side and you could tell that there's an agenda behind this. Really? Okay. Then say it. What is it exactly? Put it out there. I want to know. I'm just reporting the news and I'm giving my opinion based on experience that I've seen. So this is what's going on with the bad boy of politics at this point. I want to understand. This man gave the key to the city to what's his name over here? Diddy over here, right? September of 2023. Okay. The New York Times did a piece on Diddy as well, which it's still up there on Twitter, that was posted by the PR team, gives this key a year ago this month. And then you have the Cassie lawsuit that falls in November. And suddenly he's being probed like, hey, are you going to remove the key to the city from Diddy? Let me know. And everybody is like, okay, yeah, we got to do something. Eric Adams is like, I got to figure something out. Let me take this key back. And this is where I'm at. And then the people that are up there in the chain of command, like, what is it? The other people that have been also investigated are suddenly being removed. This is not a coincidence. Not at all. You said she's not gone, nor should she be. I believe in reasonable voices will be heard. I'm confused by your statement, girl. Did you post something about me being biased? I just want to know. I need you to answer my question, girl. Let's see if I even get 100 likes, because right now apparently I got the people feeling spicy. I don't know what to make. It's not a coincidence. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say about that. And let me tell you, maybe it's our whole system of way in which people get elected that needs to be looked into, that I am not the only person that has voiced this time and time again. The people here, everybody feels like they need to look at the way people are elected. It's not the first time that this has been looked at this way, whether it's the mayor or your, what is it, PTO meetings at school. People need to look into this, especially if there's money in the making and people are being bought and stuff like that. Yes. Okay. Nothing is ever just pure when it comes to these people in power. Okay. Come on now. Come on now. You got to understand. I don't get it. Oh my God. I know, Crafty. It's all good. I mean, she can't even tell me why I'm biased, but shout out to her. It's all good. You stand in your words. What I'm saying. Whoever it is, whether you agree with me or not. I'm a pretty nice person. Sometimes, I do get on my, crazy-ish. Sometimes I do, because that's how I am. But I'm fairly nice, believe it or not. I'm fairly nice when it comes to certain things, okay? But I just want to understand. I want to seek to understand, what is this all about? And like I said, he is not the only one that's been investigated. Hold on, here we go. There's
New
more.
York City Schools Chancellor at the end of this school year continues the resignations of Mayor Eric Adams' close circle, who are under investigations. Some political analysts say a lot of eyes on City Hall as of late have less to do with policy and more with who's next.
Well, the optics are awful.
David Shapiro was director of the Inspection and Oversight Program at John Jay College.
I haven't seen a case where so many investigations are swirling around the orbit of one individual in the name of the mayor.
On September 4th, federal investigators raided the Harlem home David Banks shares with his partner, First Deputy Mayor Sheena Wright. Their electronic devices were also seized. Wright was appointed by Adams in 2023. Raids were conducted at the home of Philip Banks III, the chancellor's brother and current deputy mayor for public safety, as well as the home of former NYPD officer Timothy Pearson. Pearson is
all these people in position. All these people in position. And to me, in my opinion, I just don't get it. The very basic of having somebody account for their money and where the money is going and what they're traveling to. And is it for work? Because let me tell you, if I go out of state and I'm working in government and it's for business purposes, guess what? The taxpayers are investing their monies to me to go learn about what it is training wise, or maybe there's an important meeting in DC, which I've been to. Like I have been paid to travel to, different states for different things. And so when I leave, from whatever information I gather, guess what? It's the investment that they're putting on me, that the people are putting on me to basically put things together and put it out there in the community to best serve the community. That's what this is about. Any public servant that is doing the travel on the taxpayer dime needs to understand that this isn't like you're on vacation and you're in first class. My friends, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Now, of course, they're not going to put you at, like, I don't know, Motel 6 to do business travel. They'll put you in a nice place, but you don't get to do first class trips. You don't get to do, like, it doesn't work that way. This is not me vacationing in the people's taxpayers' time. It doesn't work that way. And this is why you have to ask questions. Thank you, Cindy. It doesn't matter. Thank you. You got to look at things both ways. This isn't about that. You have to be able to wake up and know that somebody not being able to report their expenses, this could be a Republican or a Democrat. And it's happened time and time again, right? So let's stop with the don't be biased. I am concerned about the fact that if people are not reporting their finances while they're traveling, it's a huge red flag. Okay? I'm just saying. Mel, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Petty, thank you for being a member for 10 months. Shout out to you guys. NYC only gets audited every 4 years. Why? Because I thought they were a little bit more progressive in certain areas. I mean, I'm just wondering why. In the US, we are not a democracy. Thank you so much, Kraken, for the $10. We are a monopoly game with homeowners association with Donkey Kong, where Pac-Man is the tax man and Operation is Big Pharma. And Connect 4 is the new math. Girl, not Connect 4. Not Connect 4. Thank you. And thank you for saying this too, for reminding me that it's not even about the money being accounted for. It's the whole Turkish. It's the whole people taking bribes or traveling all the way to different countries and being accommodated for. Thank you for saying this. Thank you for even pointing out we have the indictment, by the way. But honestly, like, get it together, you guys. Get it together. And it should piss you off that it takes this year in 2024 for all of this to come out, for them to, I want to thank the Office of the DOJ, the Office of the ABC, the LMNOP. I want to thank the great district attorneys and prosecutors of the city. I want to thank for their investigation. I'm like, what do you mean you want to thank them? Your ass sat there for 8 years and let this man do what he was doing? That's what pisses me off. I'm like, so y'all are patting yourselves in the back for doing a job that somebody else, that y'all should have been doing in the first place. Thank you, Elizabeth. We teach our children accountability, but we can't get that in our own government. New York, Colorado, California. Don't tell me, aren't you guys tired? And then they're over here doing a photo op with their nice little suits, standing straight, smiling, looking. I'm like, this is too much. Y'all are doing too much. Chicago, name the city. I want to thank the district attorney. You guys, I'm tired of this shit. I'm letting you know. Okay, stop it. Bertree, thank you for the 5. Rabbit always bringing it in for your community, which is why. Thank you for the $5. Thank you for always keeping me informed. Well, I'm just giving my opinion. I just get tired. I get tired. All right. I get tired. Okay. I think it's important to know we get tired. I can never be president. I can never, because I know how these people get down. I know it's too much. Okay. I'm okay, running my little channel over here and connecting with you guys, and y'all are amazing. I mean, and if anything, if you take anything from me can y'all hear me? Let me know, because I'm trying to fix my mic. If you take anything from me, at the very least, take the fact that, just do your research. Don't be influenced by social media when it comes to whoever you elect, I know Olivia Benson would never. Now, if Olivia Benson gets removed from, oh Lord heaven, Law and Order, then we're in trouble. Oh my God. Corruption breeds. I know, Kim. Night Charm said, not Olivia Benson. Olivia Benson would never lie to us. No, she would not. Oh my God, y'all are amazing. I know, forever from SVU. See, now if that show gets canceled, then we got a problem. Are they still running? My goodness, they're like on, what is it, season 50 at this point? SVU salute. I'm telling you, man, it's bad. Wim, thank you for gifting 5 memberships. Shout out to Wim, you guys. Put a heart in the chat if you got blessed by Wim. Thank you, Wim. Thank you. All right, we got to talk about another lawsuit that I want to thank. First of all, I want to thank That Surprise Witness TV, BJ, who basically gave me the heads up this morning about this lawsuit. Okay, now I feel like I have to forewarn you guys about this lawsuit, because you are going to be like clutching your invisible pearls, trying to understand what the hell is this all about. Okay. As you guys can see, this lawsuit is handwritten. It's accepted by the court, handwritten. I got it tracked in the pacer. It's all in there. All right. And it's about a person, okay, by the name of Tremayne Carroll. Now, I had to really quickly look into who is Tremayne Carroll, who is this exactly, but we're going to talk about Tremayne Carroll. Tremayne Carroll, for those that don't know, is an inmate in California who made news. Tremayne Carroll made news because she is a trans woman. All right. And essentially, she was in the male's prison and then was transferred over to the females. And then there was a R-ing of another inmate, and that became huge news. Well, Tremayne decided that she's going to sue Diddy as well. And this is a handwritten lawsuit. Okay. Now, that's what I was like looking at this. I said, what is this? I mean, it's an intense lawsuit, and I'm not going to review every part of it. What I am going to say is, and by the way, Tremayne, let me see. It's an intense lawsuit. This is Tremayne. Let's see. Right here. I'm going to show you guys. This is Tremayne right here. This is Tremayne. Okay. Y'all remember that? Yes, it's a pro se lawsuit that was filed against Diddy. Now, the lawsuit is about 16 pages.
Use PDF Filler to edit documents anytime, anywhere, from any device.
16 pages, okay? Third strike trans rape suspect prompt rebellion against CA or rebelled against CA California law after attacked in women's prison, okay? So, a transgender identified California convict with a lengthy record of criminal violence has been transferred out of a women's correctional facility and back to a men's prison after being indicted for rape. Okay, so Tremayne Dion Carroll, 51, is an incarcerated biological male who identifies as a woman and faces 2 charges of forcible rape and one of dissuading a witness from testifying. This is from Madera County, according to a criminal complaint obtained by the website W4. Okay, and this was an article back in 2024. Well, Tremayne decides to file a lawsuit and is naming Diddy in the lawsuit. Now, let me say this, okay? I don't sleep. Like, listen, we've had a couple of inmates sue Diddy, all right? So it's like, this is not the first one. I believe this would be the third inmate that sues Diddy. So we have a what? What do we have? What do we have?
Another one.
As more lawsuits keep coming up, we are going to continue to have what?
Another one.
So that's going to be the soundbite at this point. Every time we got a Diddy lawsuit, because I'm waiting for DJ Khaled. Is he also going to speak up? Is he going to say, like, I'm going to support, I'm not going to support? Are you going to testify, DJ? What's going to happen?
Another one.
That's what I want to know. You say he's going to file for bankruptcy? This is a pretty scandalous lawsuit. It really is. And this person is saying, Tremayne is saying that she is a victim as well, but she's also denying, and she's also saying that she never are. She's a victim of a lot of things. Nowhere in this lawsuit does she take accountability for anything that she has done, of course. So that's why I'm like, I don't know what to make of this. Now, for those that are like, I don't believe this lawsuit is not real. Here is the Tremayne Carroll versus Diddy COMBS that was basically accepted. It was filed, let's see, on the 18th, September 18th, handwritten, filed Thursday, September 19th. And then again, Monday, it was assigned to a district judge by the name of Valerie Fairbank. Okay. And referred to magistrate Douglas McCormick. So for those that don't know, that's what it is. And this was updated on the 23rd. Okay. Everybody, y'all follow me? So yes, there was a lawsuit, handwritten lawsuit that was filed by Tremayne Carroll. All right. So I started highlighting some of the things because it's handwritten. So it's very hard to kind of read on some of the writing. I think Tremayne got kind of tired after, just writing some of the stuff in there. Keep that in mind. I did cover the address for Tremayne. Please note that, just I know that she's an inmate, but still, still want to protect some of the information. So she starts the lawsuit by saying, and then again, this is all Diddy in here, and the case information is there. It was accepted, handwritten. You can write a lawsuit, handwritten or not. Should be, people will accept it. Okay, just so everybody's aware. I've seen handwritten lawsuits before. So plaintiff Carroll, who's a Black ADA, hearing, mobility, and vision impaired trans woman, falsely imprisoned in the California Department of Correction on her 27th year of 25 to life under CA 3A law for a nonviolent, non-serious aiding grand theft conviction, in which the prison who she is accused of aiding got probation. So she was accused of aiding somebody else. And like I said, I'm going to skim read some of this because it's pretty hard to read. The writing is okay. She accused of aiding, got probation, and no jail time. Plaintiff 2 strikes are from the juvenile conviction, contends that her civil rights were violated by defendants individually collected in their individuals and official capacity. Plaintiff elect to name additional defendants rather than leave them as Doe defendants, including but not limited to the LA County. So Tremayne starts naming a bunch of people between the juvenile department, the LA County, what else? YouTube, Reddit, the Shade Room, the jumper. I think she meant to say no jumper. So Mr. Adam is also named in this, no jumper is also named in this lawsuit. Keep that in mind. Fox, CBS, Daily Mail, YouTube, Family Services, Children Department of Family Services, and whatnot. Okay. Everybody is named. Yes. No, she's pro se. So she's able to do that. So yeah, what do y'all think? And like I said, who gave me this lawsuit? I want to thank again BJ Investigates. All right. Shout out to her. You guys make sure if Ahmad can drop her channel in the chat, because she gave me the heads up about this and I said, oh my God. So some of the things that are alleged here are pretty graphic, of course, and she does put names, and some of it is not necessarily all the way related to Diddy, because it sounds like there are multiple allegations that are being made here. But one of the allegations that stood out to me was that she was put in solitary confinement and given a phone. Yeah, I don't know about the Reddit stuff. She's suing Reddit. BJ is a legend. Say that again and again and again. So Tremayne alleged that she was given a phone while she was in solitary confinement, and that she got a call from Diddy. Diddy run the city, while in solitary confinement, and how she basically had to set up or help with Suge Knight. So all these people are being mentioned here as well. Yeah, so she says ADA because of a wheelchair and other disabilities that she has, and she'll disclose these in here as well. So anyways, suing YouTube, suing everybody. So in 1996, after being released from California Youth Authority, Herman Stark's Youth Training School, plaintiff was introduced to Bad Boy CEO Sean Diddy Combs by plaintiff NBA star cousin Chris Doe, not Joe, Doe, the writing is a little off, and his best friend Dion Doe after a party hosted by another NBA star, Paul Doe. Sean Diddy Combs needed security in the LA area as this was the height of the East Coast and West Coast Tupac Biggie war. Time frame is correct. This was around the time that things were pretty crazy over there. I think I was like, in the 6th or 7th grade around this time. So this is why I was like, I remember, and I was living in Cali around that time. So I remember how crazy that time was. It's very crazy when all of that was going down. So plaintiff introduced Sean Diddy Combs, Biggie Smalls, and other Bad Boy members to her cousin Orlando Anderson, who was assaulted by Tupac and members of Death Row Records, including Trayvon Lane, who plaintiff had provided protection for in youth authority. So Tremayne is saying that back, because this is how far this goes, right? That she was providing support while they were in the youth authority. Okay. And that's, giving us, laying out how far back this was. Okay. Where am I at? So later, hold up, y'all. I hear myself talking. Give me one sec. I need to. Oh, I hear myself talking. Where is it at? I have so many tabs open. Oh my God. Okay. One sec, y'all. This is so annoying. Okay. I guess I'll just take my headphones off. My bad, y'all. My bad. Okay. So I just don't want to hear myself talking, and I don't even know where the other sound is coming from. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Please hit that like button. Thank you so much again for supporting my channel. So here we go. Let's go back a little bit. So she says, later Sean Diddy Combs invited plaintiff to hang out in Studio City, where defendant Combs drugged and sexually assaulted plaintiff. So in this little paragraph right here, Tremayne is saying that she was drugged and assaulted. Let me get my little highlighter right here. By Sean Diddy Combs. Yes, right over here. This is in the lawsuit right there. Okay. Plaintiff Carroll had been molested by her stepmom from the ages 5 to 13 and by LA County Sheriff probation staff at Los Padrinos. And so they're naming staff that allegedly molested Tremayne. Okay. And then it keeps going to some of those allegations. Okay. Plaintiff rape trauma syndrome was triggered with one to turn to and no one to trust. So this is where Tremayne is talking about his own crimes, allegedly, and saying that she was falsely accused and placed as a sex offender. And again, and that is up to debate. This is what Tremayne is saying. So keep that in mind. And then the case involved a minor. Okay. Keep that in mind. Let's see. A year later, plaintiff was released after getting no treatment from CDCR. In August of 1998, plaintiff was arrested for robbery, in which Sean Diddy Combs provided the money for bail after being contacted by plaintiff's cousin. So here we have another conversation named on Diddy. Now, let me tell you something. Some of you guys might say in the chat, like, Rabbit, why are you giving somebody who is clearly incarcerated behind bars any type of thought? Okay. Why? Because I do get these questions a lot, and I'm going to answer that here in a minute, right? I don't know how honest Tremayne is being here. Okay. That's the reality of it. I don't know. This could have happened. This could have not happened. We don't know. At the end of the day, Tremayne is also a criminal herself. Okay. Keep that in mind. But when the lawsuit dropped from the Michigan inmate, Cardello Smith, we talked about it here. Everybody was like, oh, he's full of shit. No. That didn't happen. And what did the judge do? The judge granted a restraining order against Diddy. And then a week later, what did the judge do? Or 2 weeks later? Oh, yes. Your judgment is won by default. $100 million. And even though that was overturned because Diddy's lawyers came in and said, wait a minute, we never got served. That never happened. We still have to pay attention to these little lawsuits. We really, really do. These little lawsuits are important, whether it's an inmate or somebody, whoever it is, honestly, because we don't know what information can be provided. Tremayne could totally have nothing to do with Diddy, and Tremayne's just probably filing the lawsuit. If that is the case, maybe that's the case. Maybe Tremayne has nothing to lose by just filing the lawsuit. Very likely. But at the same time, it's because this is so industry and you just don't know how dark this is. You never know. And I don't ever ignore somebody's lawsuit or pleas of this. You can't just look away. You have to be very careful. It's a lot that you can get from a lawsuit. And that's why I think it's important to pay attention. Yes, we need to respect the process. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like the process that Tremayne has taken the time, first of all, to handwrite this lawsuit because it's not type, right? Allow the court to hear, what does Tremayne have to say? Why is Tremayne suing Diddy? What is it? Right. There should be some receipts. There should be some family because they're making some pretty strong allegations. I mean, I hope that Tremayne has like other people that know this or receipts, unlike Eric Mayor Adams, right? Who everybody's like, he's the mayor. It's okay. He could fly first class. It's all good. One thing I want to know, and I haven't heard I got to go listen back to his press conference. Is he denying flying first class? Is he denying any type of Turkish connections? Those are things that we have to ask. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't hurt to get the answers. Exactly. No matter what. And it makes me wonder, like, I'm sure those fees are not going to get covered. I mean, they're going to look into that because it is expensive to file by yourself. It is. Some people don't even know that, but absolutely. Absolutely. Welcome, Miss Amber. Shout out to Miss Amber in the chat. Welcome. You said, shout out to Real Tea with Krista Marie. Well, considering that SD or NY get it right 98% of the time, it sounds like Diddy is 98% guilty of not only this, but it does matter. Diddy is not getting away with the already charged. So thank you, love, for putting that comment. Hopefully I get to see the rest of it because I don't think you were done. Thank you. A lot of questionable things, right? We also need to take into consideration that Puffy has had people in the past take the fall for his crimes. Thank you. They don't, Gemini. Inmates don't always get a fee waiver. They do, but not all the time. I mean, there was another inmate in Colorado who was suing because in his connections with the cartel too, which was like a weird lawsuit, but it did happen. Okay. And the judge wrote an opinion as to why, he or she decided against the lawsuit and how none of this is of benefit to the people, of course. And, a judge is not going to side with somebody that's willfully trying to destroy a community and stuff like that, right? So they're going to hear all sides of this. But at the same time, it's like you have to give the people, anybody, give people the voice because you never know what you're going to get out of it. That's the thing. You never know what you're going to learn, right? Sandra, thank you for becoming a member. I think you're already a member, and I think you just renewed. So keep that in mind. Okay, so in August of 1998, plaintiff was arrested for robbery in which Sean Diddy Combs provided the money for bail after being contacted by plaintiff's cousin. Okay. On August 10th of 1998, plaintiff bail was revoked for no reason, while in LA County Jail, corrupt deputies falsely charged plaintiff with possession of a weapon after learning plaintiff was labeled a child molester. Okay? Because remember, Tremayne has her own charges and she's not taking accountability of anything. So keep that in mind. Charges are out there public in California. So everybody keep that in mind. Plaintiff was found guilty of grand theft auto property and was sentenced to 25 to life after sentencing judge used false sexual allegations that plaintiff was found not guilty to determine sentencing, and plaintiff attorney refused to bring in childhood trauma plaintiff suffered because plaintiff was labeled a child molester. So this is all written by Tremayne. Okay. Now she starts going a little bit into her own charges. All right. But I really want to get into the Diddy situation. And there are some, like, she talks about being AR'd by other individuals in the prison. And that's why I'm like, I don't know how much I want to get into that because it's not really pertaining to Diddy's situation. But there is at one point where she gets put into solitary confinement. And she says, here it is. Plaintiff had busted, hold up. Let's see. RJD staff, CO Sanchez and CO Rucker and others falsely RVs, R's and other had plaintiff bust in the head with a boulder that shouldn't have been on any prison yard. Plaintiff again falsely imprisoned in solitary confinement went to RJR hiring authority, approached a plaintiff with the cellular phone. Here it is. And a phone number. Plaintiff called the number and it was Sean Diddy Combs telling plaintiff Marcus Poller is family. Leave solitary confinement. It's all good. Okay. Defendant Poller told plaintiff they needed me to go back to a facility with Suge Knight and get all the information I could on the murder of Tupac. I'd had a relationship with Suge Knight and wrote a song for a documentary that Nick Cannon was supposed to be doing. So Nick Cannon is thrown in this mix as well. Now, maybe I don't remember Nick Cannon working with Suge Knight. Hold up. Let me see if I can pull. See, it's been a minute. Oh, yes. I thought they weren't working together. Yes, they were. Suge Knight tells Nick Cannon he invested $500,000 in Deion Sanders' rap career when he was signed to Death Row. That's what it was. Okay. So you see, understand, like some of this goes deep. The connections are there. This is how this happens. All right. It does sound very wild. I will say that, right? It's very like hard to follow sometimes. No worries. You said, why is it always people who have money that are in charge? If you look at history from the beginning, it's only the rich people who say, oh, I'm in charge because I have money. That happens, honeybee. That happens. So what did the blanket say when it fell off the bed sheet? Oh, shit. Shout out to James who gives funny jokes in the chat. Nick Cannon, here we go. Y'all hear that? Familiar names. When I got back on the facility, I was contacted by Defendant Combs on the same cell phone. Defendant Combs told me after I got all the info I could out of Suge Knight, he needed me to find somebody to kill Suge Knight. And he would pay us both $100,000 before long. The TRO was issued and I was moved to MCLC for my safety and to monitor retaliation against me because that was the only facility with overlapping cameras. So it gets in here, right? Basically, Tremayne was told to kill Suge Knight. So basically to get back to a men's facility because of that, if I'm understanding this correctly. What do y'all think? Thank you, Realty says, this district with 98% conviction rate, I don't think they got it wrong. So we owe it to any other alleged victim to listen. This doesn't sound like a reach. I believe Tremayne. Okay, shout out to Chris and Marie. Thank you. Because I'm telling you, it's good to have an open mind. You just don't know when it comes to this. You don't know. One thing you have to understand about Diddy's lawsuits is that if you read up there, Diddy's lawsuits have a piece of law enforcement being involved, right? Or law enforcement attending these parties or providing security at these parties, right? So yeah, you can't just dismiss them. Are they off the wall sometimes? I read this and I'm like, okay, Tremayne, you're doing too much. Like you're doing too much. But I don't dismiss it because after you just don't know when it comes to Diddy. You don't know. So it's all alleged. It's all in paper and a judge accepted it. Somebody's going to listen to this lawsuit and they're going to hear what was said. You never know, Okay, so and this is where it gets to, and like I said, I'm trying to be very careful because essentially what Tremayne is writing out here, and I was able to read it all. Tremayne is writing out here that there has been a huge conspiracy to set her up, and I apologize, set her up because number one, moving to various facilities, and some of this has to do with the Diddy connections, one way or another. Now, Tremayne currently, like I said, I just read that article, is being charged. Hold up. Let's see. Let's pull it up again. And they spell Tremayne's name in different ways, by the way. Tremayne. Tremayne spells it with the Y. Tremayne Carroll. Is it Tremayne? Oh, okay, here it is. Why did I misspell it? Here it is. They're spelling it T-R-E, and this Tremayne is spelling it different. So keep that in mind. That's why it's kind of hard to find on Pacer and stuff. There's different spellings, but this is how Tremayne spells her name, Tremayne. And notice in the filing it says Tre Maine, like with an I. Keep that in mind. So that's why it's hard to find some of these lawsuits. Okay. So let me see if I can go and pull that article again, because let's see. Alrighty, Tremayne Carroll. Tremayne Carroll from California. Like I said, there's been a lot about Tremayne Carroll in California and various lawsuits. So, like in May, Tremayne Carroll was charged with rape, R-ing a female months before Judge tossed the related suit. So there's been a lot of lawsuits going back and forth on this. There's been a lot of advocacy supporting Tremayne as well. But Tremayne is saying that she was set up and that it all basically stems down, that her case stems down from Diddy, essentially. Okay. So this is where they get into the back and forth on that. And Tremayne is also alleging that she was R'd in prison. Okay. So I'm just going through this because I like a lot of these details. I could see a judge reading this and being like, how is this related to Diddy? How is this in relation to Diddy? Are you putting your criminal case even at, where you're saying that you were wrongfully convicted? Are you also putting this on Diddy as well? What is this looking like? So that's why I think it's important to at least read some of the points where Diddy is mentioned and keeping that in mind. And Tremayne is also saying here in this document that she handwrote that somebody stole in the prison, that they stole unpublished book about defendant Combs, and in my experience as a CCWF, and stole my 102 filing fee for the case number. So for those who are asking about the filing fee, Tremayne is saying that was stolen from her as well. This is the signature as pro se, okay? And basically that's where it ends. There isn't a whole lot of details other than this is the encounter that she had with Diddy, that she was R'd as well, okay? And let me go up. And then her crimes as well. Sean Diddy Combs invited plaintiff to hang out in Studio City, where defendant Combs drugged and assaulted plaintiff. Okay. And then that Diddy paid a lawyer for her. That's what we know. And that plaintiff bond was revoked for no reason. This is what she's alleging. And basically a huge conspiracy as to why she is behind bars currently. What do you guys think? Let me know. And like I said, it's pretty detailed. I don't want to read all of it. I will put it in the description box so you guys can review it. It's just some of the stuff I'm like, I don't think I could read all of this without really heavily censoring myself. But Tremayne is essentially accounting all of her assaults as well. And this is the letter, okay, of where it came through. For those that can't find it, and this is why I like to give the people, even if you're a content creator, I want to give you the resource or the source of where to find the information. And again, shout out to BJ because she shared with us this lawsuit. But I find it interesting that a lot of people that are mentioned in this lawsuit are people like Reddit, No Jumper or The Jumper, okay, Fox, YouTube. Everybody is being mentioned in this lawsuit. That's right. Two things can be right at the same time. Tremayne could have been raped and could also be a rapist as well. Right. That's right. Two things can be absolutely correct at the same time. Right. You said that pro se letter looks like it was done by an actual lawyer trying to sound not like a lawyer. Say more, Viper. Let me know. Say more. Yeah, Gavin Newsom is very much mentioned in this as well. Like when I was reading this, I said, "Oh my God, it's handwritten, but it's been filed and accepted by the court." Look at this. The date's there on the 18th. Thank you. Blue says this isn't about the lack of receipts, but hidden bribes. What's documented, what's out there, what are we doing with this? You know what I mean? What are we doing with this? What are we doing with this? Now, I just have so many questions, right? Honestly, like what do you make of this? You know, anytime that the feds are raiding your house, they don't just raid your house because your house looks like it's the nice one in the block, if you know what I mean. Like, that's why I'm like, our people got to wake up. You know, we got to pay attention to stuff like this. It might be from your favorites. And it's crazy because, like, even yesterday, I had a lot of comments from people who said, Rabbit, this is like a hidden agenda. They're attacking people. I'm like, listen, I don't know. But isn't that what everybody says to excuse the behavior? Isn't that what everybody says? People want to overlook certain things because, you know, it's your favorite politician or your favorite actor or actress or your favorite person. Like, wake up. Regardless of whatever side you swing, you have to wake up, you know? You said they did the puzzle pieces now. Wow, I wonder how many more pieces of puzzle we need. This is just one more piece. You said they have to have something to get a judge to sign off on the warrant. Clive, Russell, yes, Jimmy, Benny, Tommy Mottola. All of them. Imagine that. Imagine having so much money that you can't even see or understand, like just being clouded. Your judgment is so clouded. Imagine having so much money that, you know, you can't even see through the bullshit. Like, that's really what it's become. Imagine having so much money that you can't even, I don't know, man. Maybe that's why Jesus made us poor. Whatever you believe in. You said, ain't nothing hidden about this. They did the stuff in the open. Yeah, and people overlooked it, right? The feds coming right for the feds coming for with they know, not what they heard. That's definitely on period. Nobody's house thank you. Nobody's house gets raided for fun. A person on my floor got raided back in July. Nobody get like stop it. Stop saying that people, they're just selectively. I'm like, no, pay attention. Everybody. Okay. And I'm side-eyeing. If you had a picture with Diddy, I don't care if you had a picture with Diddy, all right, let's get it together. If you had a picture with Diddy, we should be concerned about you too. Okay. If you were taking pictures with Diddy at these parties, I don't, like Damon Dash said, well, that was over there. That's that party, but this is this party. And you try to associate, you know, you try to disassociate yourself, but there's clearly pictures of you in this group. I have a question about you as well. I really do. I do. I'm sorry.
Because we know. And, you know, this is consent. I've been with him since 8 o'clock this morning.
Who's this?
It's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just.
Oh, Diddy's attorney, y'all. Diddy's attorney. Hold up. This is Diddy's lawyer. Okay.
I've been with him since 8 o'clock this morning. And it's about almost 3 o'clock now. He's just laser focused. He's engaged. He's helpful. He's confident.
Okay.
You know, we're going through our defense as we do every day. And his spirits are relatively good.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know.
Wait a minute. What? So he bought baby oil in bulk? Thank you for saying that. I don't care if you guys took a picture at the Walmart with Puffy Daddy. You need to be looked at. Y'all need to be looked at. Did he say they bought the thing in bulk? Hold up. Wait. Bring it back.
And bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think.
You know he's smiling when he's saying this too, right? You guys know he's smiling when he's saying that. What the hell? Oh my God.
Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do. You know, we can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people. I've been with them since.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know what to, I mean. I absolutely hate that I'm even saying this, but somebody has to. When are the young women and men going to start coming forward about Diddy's kids and what they've done? No, Cricket, I think you and everybody else is thinking the same thing too. Lawyer had to know that that question was coming in Google Maps. Oneida. But then he's over here saying that it was consensual. I'm sorry, what? He's buying the, so all right. Listen, if I'm at a Costco and I live close to a couple of them, right, or at least one of them, or a Sam's Club or whatever, and I see you walking in there buying baby oil in bulk, I have a question. I'm side eyeing you because first of all, why? Who needs that much damn baby oil? You don't. Like, it's just crazy to me because after reading Talia Graves' lawsuit, y'all realize like it hits a little bit different. That if you think about it, every bottle represents, and it makes you wonder, did everybody consent to this, or was this used to violate a person? Which one is it? You know, you said they think they were boo boo the fool. They think we're boo boo the fool. And they're answering these questions. But the way that he says it, so is that going to be the argument? Like, the guy is smiling. Get the fuck out of here. He's smiling. He's like, it's all good. No. I'm telling you, do you got any skeletons? Are we going to hear from? It's going to be another one. Watch. It's going to be another one. Watch.
Another one.
It's going to be another one. This is going to be, I'm telling you, 2024. And I'm going to have to start adding, I'm going to add everybody's involvement in this.
Another one.
Yes, I am. We're going to play this over and over. Hopefully I don't get struck by DJ Khaled and his people.
Another one.
I'm just going to say that. I cannot. Oh my God. Is BJ in the chat? Shout out to BJ, guys. Drop some hearts for BJ in the chat. So is he into the freak? Is he a freak too? The way he said it, let me play it one more time.
How do you explain the baby oil and the lubricants? 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
I don't think it was 1,000. I think it was a lot. I mean, there's a Costco right down the street. You know, I think Americans buy in bulk, as we know. And you know, this is consensual adults doing what consensual adults do.
Boo boo the fool. Yes, boo boo the fool.
You know, we can't get so puritanical in this country to think that somehow sex is a bad thing, because if it was, there'd be no more people.
Says the man that represented Keith Raniere, right? I cannot. You said that's what I keep hearing too, Steeler Princess, is that it was GHB. But do we? Is it written in a complaint? I'm kind of wondering. It wasn't baby oil inside. It was liquid GHB. Was it though? Like, do we know, or is that a rumor? I want to know. Have we determined that? That is true. GHB, it could be put. I mean, GHB can be put into various areas, right? Let me know. Because people have said this. People have said that, you could put, but I don't know. You said, some of us were fine. These people are all weirdos. But the way he said that, I'm like, listen, I appreciate, look, I don't care about Diddy's sexuality. That's not what this is about. I don't care what these people swing one. Like, I don't give a shit. That's not, but did people consent? Right? That's what we care about. Was it filmed? What happened? Right? And were there minor children? Those are the things that we care about. We don't care about, this isn't about Diddy's sexuality. And honestly, I don't care to shame him for what he does. But were people harmed? Was there consent? Did everybody consent? Were there minor children? Trafficking? Those are the things that we have to pay attention to. Other than that, I don't care about all these. I really don't. I don't care. It's about the victims. But the way he's trying to make it sound like, oh, this is this is the get down is the get down. I mean, and more people, by the way, are posting this. Like, here you go. LeBron James says that there ain't no party like Diddy's party. Resurface video revealed. Oh my God. I hope, hold up. Make sure it's not inappropriate, because Twitter does the most sometimes. Let's see.
Hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party. So
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no.
Oh, yeah. Okay. And then, oh man, I'm assuming he attended. Lord have mercy. Hold up. Who is this? Kanye and Diddy and everyone else that involved should go to prison for the rest of their lives. Who is this?
Me strangely.
Who's this?
Diddy kept looking at me.
Oh.
And Kanye kept looking at Lauren, and like they were exchanging.
I remember
glances, and
this.
I'm like, they're like watching me strangely. And I'm like, okay, let me pretend to drink, and like I'm not actually doing it.
This is the woman that sued. Was it Kanye? Sued Kanye recently. Hold up. Oh Lord. Hillary gets, here we go, POV. Oh, and then this girl too, by the way, she has a TikTok and she's been talking there as well. Ava, I think that's her name. And people have been like looking for her, and she has been getting messages from people. So she has posted those publicly. She said that, people need to leave her alone. She allegedly has appeared that they say that's her. I'm not really sure. But yeah, y'all remember this story?
Please tell the story.
So I was on the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man.
Oh my God.
He saw me and
I can't with the TikTok creepy music.
decided to pick me up and said to come inside and play with his kids.
Yeah.
Everybody was looking for her, and she's appeared. She's actually on TikTok. At least that's what, I don't know if it's her, but that's what people are saying, that it's her. What? Lance Bass claims Diddy encouraged Justin Timberlake to drop and sing I Never Liked Him. Lance Bass, I was like, I don't like you anymore, Diddy. Lance recall of the rapper who was the opener for NSYNC during their celebrity tour back in 2002 at my own show. What the hell? I have a problem with Lance Bass. I really do. And I liked Lance Bass at one point, but I have a problem with Lance Bass, honestly. I really do. So I don't know how I feel about Lance Bass. That's what I heard. Lance Bass is friends with Joe Francis, the Girls Gone Wild guy. Okay, Joe Francis ran away after Joe Francis's own family put restraining orders on him because he was also abusing his own family and a bunch of other people, right? And by the way, Joe Francis, I believe it was in Florida, where he was charged with minors and filming and stuff like that, and he was able to skirt away from those charges. I can't even remember how. I think I broke this down several months ago. I have to go back to those videos. Well, when I looked into Joe Francis's little hotel house over there in Mexico, because He does have one. Lance Bass has been photographed swimming with the dolphins in Joe Francis's property, okay? As well as Kim Kardashian, as well as all these Kardashians. Yeah. So I side-eye Lance Bass, and I'm like, Lance Bass, you need to take a seat all the way down. All the way down, because I don't know how I feel about you anymore. Because you're not for, I don't know, like you don't stand for shit. You really don't. I'll share that video in my community wall where I shared Lance Bass was in the hell. I'll show you guys. Is it? Wonder if that website is still up. Unless he took it down. Hold up. Let's go to Joe Casa Amara website. Here it is. Oh yes, I frequented this website a lot. All right, so this is Joe Francis' little vacation spot. Okay. This is it. Look, the loser is still posting photos of when Courtney and Kim took Mexico and were vacationing there, right? He's still, this guy's such a fucking loser. He's got articles from there. Like, he still wants to go back to the early 2000s and live that life, you know, back then. I cannot with this guy. So if you go to the guest book, this is what I showed in my video. There's Kim Kardashian talking about what a beautiful, wonderful place it was. Matter of fact, Keeping Up with the Kardashians was filmed. Various episodes were filmed there. Hey, Grape Tea. Various, episodes were filmed there, right? So you got a lot of like celebrity people here. Hold up. Jeremy, Kourtney Kardashian, someone named Sarah S., Heidi, Levi, and Noah, Stacy, Scott, Daniel, Lance Bass. Let me remove myself. Some of these comments. Give me 1 second. Bertree, thank you for becoming a member. Shout out to you. There you go. Lance Bass. Now let's go over, because I'm sure that Joe Francis, being Joe Francis, probably still has this up on his Instagram. Casa Amara. Casa. Hold up. I know it's got like multiple R's. It is A-R. One sec. I pulled it. Let's pull this up. Let's pull this little page up real quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. So this is Joe Francis's vacation spot, right? And this is where he does, celebrities come over there. That's what he does. This is his vacation spot. This is his page right here. Okay. And he has tagged multiple celebrities here. Matter of fact, this is where I found, look, there's Kim K right there. She was tagged there at the tennis court. Now, this is interesting. Oh, shit. Hold up. Let's go to his stories, because this is where I found that Cassie was bruised up at this resort right here. And he had Diddy up here. Did he remove Diddy? Wait a minute. Did he remove Diddy? Oh, shit. Hold up. He did remove Diddy. Oh, my God. Hold up. Hold up. Let me pull my video real quick. Oh, wow. Joe Francis. Did he remove Diddy? Give me 1 sec, y'all. Hold up. Let's see. Here we go. Let me go over here. See, so this is the video that I did literally. Lord have mercy, I got my mouth open. I did this video 5 months ago. Diddy and what's his name were vacationing in this resort. This is Joe Francis's resort. There's French Montana right there. Okay. Oh, so let me show you guys. So this is the stories that I was pulling. Now, unless you guys can see it, because I don't see it in his IG anymore. This is what I'm talking about.
Do their promotion. They actually tagged Diddy back when he took these pictures.
And it's French Montana, Jermaine Dupri, and Diddy that are tagged.
Those are not there. And you can actually see him in the Casa Amara promotion. So I'm going to show you Diddy's visit to Casa Amara just on their IG page. Oh. Now I've muted some.
Hold up. Let me stop. Yes, I found it. He still has it up here. There it is. Right here. That's him. French Montana. So it's still there. I thought he removed it. I was like, no, he didn't. He removed it. Nope. It's there. Look at all the people that were tagged that were attending. Look at. And this is where Cassie, you could see that she's got a bruise on her arm around this time. I just about lost my mind. I said, no, he didn't just remove that. It's there. It's still there. You guys can watch it. And the reason I have it on mute is because they have like this music in there. Yeah. Yeah, Joe Francis is disgusting. He's a predator. He is, in my opinion, allegedly. It's not on his IG. Maybe that's what it is. Look, there you go. There's French Montana. Cassie was there as well, but she wasn't tagged on this post. See? Look at that. So this is where they would do their vacation. Well, let me go find you. I'm going to find you Lance Bass, because he's in there. So these are all photos, unless he removes. Kim is all over here because this was around the time that they were filming for Keeping Up with the Kardashians. There's Kourtney. All the Kardashians are there. Here's Kylie when she was Kylie, okay? And now she don't look like that no more, which is fine. You know, everybody's going to do what they're going to do. Here it is. Look at Lance. You have no place to talk. You have no place to talk. Who, Pickle? Who? Do you know about Joe Francis? Let me know. I just said that he had some charges. And I said allegedly, in my opinion, okay? I know, it's just weird. People hanging out to every word. Shout out to them. Y'all remember this? So he's no problem vacationing in these places. He doesn't. So that's why I side-eye Lance Bass. I just don't hang on to every word that he says because of it. Yeah, look at there. It's like the last picture. It's still there. He was vacationing and then he signs the guest book as well. Uh-huh. You said they're exploiting marine animals. Well, I mean, I'm sure that they're captive too. Look at everybody was putting the thumbs down there too. He never said anything. Like, Joe Francis is disgusting. Okay. There's a lot of people that were violated from Girls Gone Wild. It happened. There's people that minors that were filmed that shouldn't have not been filmed. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. You believe it? And then there was Kim Kardashian who wore the Free Joe shirt. Yeah, that did happen as well. Uh-huh. Yeah, never bite the hand that feeds you. That's what, yeah, yep. The SEAL's like, get away from me. I don't like you. Yep. Right. So that's why I'm like, when the person who said, be careful, I'm like, what are you talking about? Who are you here to defend Diddy? What's going on? Okay. So this is the article that just came out today. He never liked Diddy. So, but you still like Joe Francis? You still vacation with him? I'm like, you have no place to talk. You have no place to talk whatsoever. He says, let me see if I can play some of this. Hold up. Oh, Lord. Okay.
Diddy opened for NSYNC for your final tour.
Yeah.
What do you make of all this stuff? Did you ever go to a Diddy party?
No, I never had time to go to a Diddy party. I forgot he had opened up in our last tour until all this kind of came about.
Yeah.
Oh, stop.
Yeah, it's kind of horrible. But I never kind of liked him because the very last show, I'll say this, in Orlando, I overheard him talking to Justin Bieber like, you need to drop these effers. You need to go solo. You need to drop these. And I was like, I don't like you anymore, Diddy. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I know. I'm like, at my own show? What the hell? Yeah.
Whoa.
And I think he did, allegedly. I know, right? And I forgot how convenient. I'm like, stop it. And I never liked you. Okay, whatever. But he likes Joe Francis. They're friends. You said, listen, I'm listened to. Puff has a history with, the female star role in, yes. Kenya, that's what I'm saying. It's like you can't discount anybody. You cannot discount what Tremayne is saying. You just never know. I think it's important. Like what people need to understand when you're talking about the industry, even when it doesn't sound, oh shit, my computer just froze. Here it is. I something's up with my computer. I think it's like on its last leg. I hope not, because I'm not ready to buy a new one. Even when you just never know. So you can't discount people. That's why I don't care. You know, Tremayne clearly has her own charges that she is serving time for and needs to be. And if there's additional charges, if she violated somebody in a female prison, like she also needs to serve charges for that. But at the same time, you cannot discount what she is saying here because you don't know what the issue is. So I agree with you on that. You just never know. You never know. So thank you for saying that. You never know. You said, all right, let me see what else I got going on. And let me shout out some people before I head out. You know, I didn't even watch the, but I'm worried because my computer's acting up a little bit weird. I did not watch Mayor Eric Adams' speech last night. What happened there? When he did the address, this was an hour ago. Did he deny it? He said he's not removing himself. Okay. I mean, I guess that's it. I didn't even watch it. Maybe I'll watch it later on or something. What do you guys think? I mean, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. What do you guys make of it? You said liar, liar, pants on fire. Maybe I need to figure it out. It's just very slow today. It could, and then also Filmora was crashing out too, and I didn't like Filmora. I'm kind of mad because that's how I do my pre-recorded videos. So I got to go clear that out. I don't know what's going on. You said I would worry about these people who are repeated offenders in Diddy's parties. Oh, and it's not all the stories that made me not like him. It's he told JT to leave. I know, right? That's what he didn't like Diddy. It's because he made not because of the violations, not because of the stories, not because I'm worried about being associated with somebody like this. Yeah, okay, sure. I don't know. JT to me is trash. I don't like JT. I thought he was one of the better NSYNCs, but clearly not. I cannot. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna head out because I gotta go tend to baby bunny, and I've been on for quite some time, and I'm kind of tired. Oh my gosh. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me shout out some people that I need to shout out. Mel, thank you again for supporting my channel. Petty, thank you. Kraken, thank you for the 1010. Bertreat, thank you. Wim, thank you for the gifting 5. Sandra, thank you for becoming a member. Bertreat, thank you for becoming a member. And Steeler Princess, thank you guys. You guys are amazing. I gotta go get a drink. Coffee part 5. I don't know. Well, part 2. This would be my second one. And then, get some rest. Yes, be careful. For all those out there, be careful. Stay safe. Away from the, hurricane and stuff like that. I got to fix my computer because it's like crashing. It's been giving me problems. So hopefully, I hope it's too new to just need a new one. You know what I mean? Anyways, I will see you guys on the next one. Hit that like button, please. And thank you. Rabbits out. Bye, guys.